What is the worst thing you've texted the wrong person?
Story 1.
I accidentally texted my director of marketing instead of my husband and asked him to please check the roast in the crock pot and skim the nasty goo from the top of the water. He replied that he would be happy to if he knew where I lived. Livid. Story 2. I wrote a lovely message about how much I love my wife, how much I miss her. She was on a work trip, how much she means in my life, and how I couldn't wait to see her. Then I sent that to my weed man. Story 3. I texted my boss, "Do you want to come over after a night out?" Her name was close to the person I was actually trying to hit up. It was mortifying to wake up and realize. Story 4. I was flying to NYC to visit family and had about $1,000 on me in cash. I texted my daughter, as a joke, "I'm going through airport security with that cash, and I hope they don't think I'm a money mule." I accidentally sent it to our landlord, where our business is located. It's a largely cash business. Story 5. My boss, husband, and father all have the same name. I have to be very careful who I'm texting. That being said, I once texted my boss to start me a bath. Story 6. I accidentally texted my soon-to-be ex-wife my plans for our temporary divorce agreement and basically told her everything I was going to bring to my lawyer. I meant to send it all to my mom. I felt so dumb. Story 7. A guy I was seeing and no longer wanted to be seeing got an awful hairstyle. Like, horrific. I texted my best friend that this was the last straw and talked a lot of shit about his look with his hair.
Yup. Send it to him. Story 8.
I once accidentally texted my boss at 3 o'clock in the morning, who had the same name as our friend. "Hey, you need to come back. Everybody's rolling quads, Tony Scobes, but all we got is stick." Thankfully, my boss had no idea what that meant, lol. Story 9. I accidentally texted my son's football coach a sexual invitation meant for my husband. Thankfully, he knew us both and immediately realized it was a mistake. Story 10. Right person, but I hit the wrong letter while typing. I sent this to one of our local church ladies after receiving a gift from her. Can you spot the wrong letter? And what the gift was? "Thank you for the naked goodies," smiley face. Tell your husband he is very lucky to be this spoiled every week, not sharing them with anyone.
Haha.
Story 11. Not me, but my mum. I requested a copy of Aaron Pizzi's Sluts cookbooks for my birthday. Don't ask, lol. My mum sent a text saying, "Your slut book is here." Except she didn't text me. She texted her boss, who she had only started working for a couple of weeks before. Story 12. My university has ducks roaming around the campus, so I send pictures of them to friends quite often. One time I tried to type, "Here's a duck picture," and misspelled one of the words. Story 13. Well, yesterday my boss wrote that I could leave early and I wrote, "Thanks, you cock," instead of "you rock." Story 14. I had to go to work early one morning, and my girlfriend at the time had stayed over the night before. I left at like 4:30, and she was still asleep. I started work at 5 and wanted her to wake up to a nice message. I sent a very passionate text about how I wished I was waking up next to her, etc., to my partner at work. Sitting next to him for the next 12 hours in the ambulance was rough. Story 15. A State Farm agent once told me, "I love you," instead of goodbye. Very awkward for both of us.